Hey everybody, and welcome back to Help Will Come Tomorrow. I'm trying to think back to the last episode. Did I say the name of the did I say the name of the game right? Did I even say the name of the game? Anyways, let's see what's going on. Let's check the status of all the structures. They seem okay. We need to put some fuel in the fire, I believe, because we're only at 4%. Add a couple more cones there. That's good. And we have some hunger situation, but we don't have any fresh mushrooms. So what we have is roots. And also everyone is thirsty. So maybe we cook some good old mushrooms. So who do I want to cook? I mean, Maria is already low. I know we don't want to use you because you spend a couple extra points sometimes doing these small tasks. You're a good builder, and I don't know, Zofia, here you go. Make me just a soup. Just a good vegetable soup, increases morale and reduces cold. Make it with these roots, please. And, there you go. Can you make me some soup? Four soups. Good food, a little bit of beverage. You're still hungry, and you're still thirsty. We've got actually a little bit of thirst everywhere, so... Maria, here you go. Sergey. Dymitrij. And then we have these berries that are gonna go bad. So, you should probably eat these berries. There you go. I guess I should have fed you guys the berries instead of the soup. Because those roots weren't going bad anytime soon. Alright, sorry for probably a little bit of a graphical and oral audio hitch there for a second. I had to pause and unpause the video just for a brief moment, but we're back now. So we do need to deal with this Wolverine, right? So let's skin the animal. Quite a lot of meats. Yeah, tons of raw meats. We should be smoking this sometime soon. Gathering brushwood. Search your area for basic resources such as wood, bark, and cones. Alright, so we probably don't want to go out during heavy snow. Unfortunately, we have one day to get Dymitrij to the thing, though. Okay, so we could send Dymitrij. Because you've gone. So we could send Dymitrij here to hide. Or to check. Maybe that's something we do. But we probably want to make sure that we use up some points for him first. Because he might just disappear. I don't know if he's going to go forever and spend the night there or what, but let's work around the camp a little bit if we could. What I want to do right now is I want to upgrade this to the traps if I can. We don't have enough sticks. Okay, so then let's send someone out to find sticks. I could send Maria. Yeah, Maria, can you find me some sticks? If we took the sack, that would be beneficial. So can we build the sack? That requires sticks. It only requires 2 sticks, though. And either 2 pelts or 2 cloths or canvases. Yeah, let's use 2 pelts, maybe. Or should we use pelts? Let's see. Can you make clothes from canvas? You can make clothes from canvas. Okay. So it's not like you can only make them from pelts. So then, since this is less of a... We need 9. And 2 of these would be 10, and 2 of these would be 12. It's better, I think, to use pelts because that's less of a waste. And who would I want to build that? Maria. She has a tailor while making clothes. This character has a chance to recover AP while making clothes and the sack. So yeah, definitely want to use her then. No, didn't work. She still lost her point, and she got tired. Still, Maria, can you go out and gather... I mean, do we know traps? So that's... has a chance to regain AP from the setup traps action. And the snare set by them. Let's check again. Hold on. Set up traps. Check snares, check snares, check snares. What's the set up traps option? Is that literally you have to go out onto the map and do it? Okay. No one is good at gathering? Oh, there you go. During the collect/exploration action. So we should send Zofia to do that. You should go and you should take the sack with you. I always spot something. What do you spot? 1 stick? 8 needles? And that's not exactly what I wanted. Honestly, that's a waste. That was less than we expected to get back. So I think we probably do want to be able to make medical tools. Like, better to make it now and not need it now than to need it later and not be able to make it. So let's use... Either way, we're going to be losing something here. So let's use the stones. And then let's use 3 scrap metal. Or 8 bones. So let's use 3 scrap metal. And the hammer. And I want you two to build that for me, please. What is your morale like, honestly? Your morale is fine. Okay, I can just click through here. Everyone's morale is... Well, your morale is actually very bad. High morale makes it possible to recover action points lost in the morning. Yeah. So... I hadn't been paying attention to these... these bars down here. Didn't know you could get the numbers. Okay, so we could fraternize. That increases morale, but we don't have 2 people with low morale. See, it says makes it possible to set up the traps, but we do have the sticks. We could build it. I think probably that's what we want. Let's use one bone, because that's not a waste. And we will use, of course, the hammer. And you two can go out and... I know it's going to hurt your morale, but whatever, you make good things, so... What's your morale look like now? 46? Alright, so what actions do we have? We have check snares. See if something is caught in snares placed around the camp, but we don't have snares. But we don't have the snares set up? Advanced traps. Palisade. Alright, I'm assuming we have to build the snares first? I don't know. I'm a little confused about that. What do I want to do with the remaining... I do want to send Dymitrij off. So while you have your 1 point, and that's a good thing I remember that. Dymitrij, you want to send by yourself? Check the back of the train by yourself? I mean, you have to get close to the baddies. So, you okay with this, buddy? I mean, I'll give you the clothes. And I will give you a knife to protect yourself. Just in case. Do I want to give you the shovel in case you need to dig something out? Probably not. Just the knife. Okay. What is this? Damn, after recent events, you are still bruised, although you have not admitted it to the others so far. But you cannot show weakness. You are responsible for these people, and as soon as you know your leg is in poor condition, the morale will drop, and they will stop listening to you. You saw it on the front too many times. You plan to find a solid stick and start to support with it as soon as you disappear in the wooded grove. However, as long as you are in the sight of the companions, you don't want to show that you are limping. You bite your teeth and take even steps, although you know that it strains the tendons of the calf. Keep up appearances and show no weakness, or it doesn't make sense. Now grab a stick and let your leg rest. Yes, please grab a stick. A good leader knows when to say enough. Well, they will see you in the moment of weakness, but at least the leg will be whole. Yes. And let's move to here. It's so terrible to wade through the virgin taiga alone on a dark evening, so you try to walk on the soaked soles of your worn shoes silently. You often stop and listen to the voices of the mysterious forest bushes. Is it the crackle of brushwood underneath the foot of one of the thugs? Is it the cry of a forest bird? Is that the growl of a starving beast? You stop every now and then, hold your breath, and strain your eyes and ears to the limit. This time it's safe, but you know that in a few steps the situation will happen again. Further hiking alone does not make sense. It will be completely dark soon, and there are still several hours of walking to the camp. You must stop and arrange some makeshift shelter. It is a pity that you don't have a companion here to share the story. Did you get lost? You did get lost? You jerk. You're gonna die now, you jerk. Well, that was unfortunate. What an idiot. He said he wanted to check the back of the train by himself. Well, he's done lost it now. I guess we shouldn't have sent him out with only 1 point. Okay, so we need to... I mean, he's gone, but we need to deal with some things. Like this meat situation. We need to roast some meats. So you are not fatigued, so can you please do that for me? And by roast some meat, I mean smoke some meat. How many can you smoke at a time? 4? Alright, get to it. Now, who is the least fatigued among you? You're pretty fatigued. And you're just kind of fatigued? Okay, so... want Sergey to smoke the rest of this meat. Or at least almost the rest of that meat. And then Maria, you can gather your strength here. Use your point to heal up. And the rest of you, please rest. And then we will... Sergey's going to get very cold because he's out by himself at night. Good thing we gave him the clothes, but I don't envy him being out there by himself right next to this guy. That's probably not a good idea. Alright, let's end the day. Captured. The painful poking in the side wakes you from a nap. When you open your eyes in the dim light of the fire, you see a sturdy man with no facial hair, his face weather-beaten from the frost and sun. Although he looks like Tungus, his captured western clothing reveals that he is with the Renegades gang. Go, he says, starting to poke with the butt of your rifle again. Leave it. He adds when you try to take your bundles. You move in the direction he indicates. The situation doesn't look good. Try to come to an agreement or go where directed. I mean, he could have just shot us already, right? Let's just go where indicated. It's clear that the beanpole leads you to the rest of the gang for questioning. He doesn't care about your belongings, and he probably doesn't know Russian well enough to question you on the spot. What awaits you in captivity? Torture? Quick death? Or maybe they will force you to extremely hard work. When you go, the fog rises. Did the taiga offer you help? Maybe you can wait for the right moment and flee when the white thickens. Let's wait and try to run. Seeing the rising fog, the thug curses in a language that only he knows. He orders you to speed up and not look back. Visibility is constantly decreasing. You walk, stumbling on invisible stones and roots. As soon as you hear the beanpole has slipped on a boulder, you throw yourself sideways, disappearing into the fog. Bullets whistle into the air, but you run in the dark without stopping, whipped by the scratching branches of old cedars. Well, did we make it out? We lost all our stuff, which is our clothes and the knife, I guess. Maybe. The captain is missing. It was to be expected. He set us as a bait for the renegades. Maybe something happened to him. I don't think so. Dymitrij likes to boss everybody about, but he's no cynic. He says what he thinks. If he set us for shooting, he would first indicate where to sit and assign roles. How do you explain his disappearance? Maybe something has happened to him, or he can't see the camp in a snowstorm and return. Well, I'm not moving from here. If you want to go looking for him, go ahead, but I do not advise it. If good intentions can help us, we would be now drinking hot cocoa in Vladivostok. I'm clicking. Let's how to survive here. Does anyone know what you can eat in this frosty wilderness? And how to protect yourself from this nightmarish cold? The locals are the Evenks and the Buryats. From what I know, they eat stroganina, which is simply any type of frozen raw meat cut to chips so that it can be chewed. Should we eat raw meat? It's a fact that the Westerners have somehow never got used to the indigenous cuisine. Instead, they roll pelmeni with flour, fatty meat, onions, and salt. It's a practical meal. Just cook in a cauldron, and you even have the broth to drink. Great, but where do we get flour and onions here? I guess we will have to eat this stroganina if we get the right amount of meat at all. We must hunt something, not only for the meat, but also for the skins. Yeah, well, cold kills first. If we want to walk in the woods, we need to find better clothing. And if we stay in this grove, you have to think about some protection against the wind, the roof that can withstand the pressure of the snow, and the seats and the needles, so that we do not get frostbite. You know what? Alright. First, let's gather some fuel. I'm glad that you know about hunting. Well, I'm glad that you know about hunting. Now that we have assigned the roles, I hope you will bring something delicious tomorrow. You did not like that. Well, we lost a point because of your low morale, but we have the captain back now. He's very cold, though. Did we lose the knife and his clothing? He returned with the knife. Doesn't seem like he returned with the clothing. Falling icicles. At night, there was a terrible frost, and as soon as the wind blew in the morning, the trees began to bombard you with heavy icicles. This damn thing is so dangerous. One of you miraculously avoided being hit in the eye. You protect yourself under the branches and wait for this attack of Mother Nature until finally the trees have nothing more to throw at you. So you are freezing. And oh, are you wearing the clothes, Dymitrij? You are wearing the clothes. Okay, so we didn't lose anything. Alright, so we have a bunch of things going on here. Alright, so you're gonna be warmed up by the fire. What's the expedition? So we lost that chance. We didn't get to check the trade. Check the status of everything here. Put some fuel on the fire so we can at least cook if we want. We have so much mold. We have everything that just went bad. I cannot believe it. We were doing so good, and now we're not doing so hot, honestly. We have a lot of smoked meat, though, and some rotten food. My skin turned blue from the cold. Suck it up, dude. It didn't. You're lying. There's some hunger and some thirst going around. So we could maybe make some soups. If we have the water. I'm sure we do. Let's cook up, we actually don't have enough to make the roast. Well, we could use our 2 to make the stew. Okay. We can make a delicious stew. But that would only create 2 of them. Actually, we lost some water? Just maybe it froze. Or maybe we used it and I just have been not noticing it. Let's create a stew with these 2 meats that we have left over. There we go, 4 stews. That should be good, right? It doesn't decrease their water or their thirst, though. Considerable hunger decreased and some frost decreased. There we go. How about that, guys? Everyone's still going to be cold. So, yeah, you're still freezing and you're still going to be cold in the middle of the night. So maybe I bump it up again. Still cold? Yeah. I mean, do I want to bump it up again for Dymitrij? Don't know. We need some water. Well, I'm probably just going to give him some vodka. That'll probably work at the end of the day. To warm him up. We need some water. So, Zofia, do you mind making me some water, please? Thank you much. Alright, I'm gonna have to just pass the water around to everybody. It wasn't enough, huh? You guys are still thirsty. There we go. Can't believe all those berries went bad so fast. Alright, so you still got some tired people, some cold people. I want to gather some more brushwood. It is freezing. I'm gonna need some more sticks, right? Like, I definitely need more sticks. Yeah, I need tons of sticks. But I also kind of want to make this bow. But again, I'm out of sticks completely. How did I get out of sticks completely? Got some branches I can break down. I wonder how many sticks comes from a branch. Doesn't say. And I don't want to waste. I mean, branches might be useful for something. I'm sure they are. I mean, we can always get more branches, right? We can always find more branches. They're right here. Medium chance of getting them. So let's break down those. I mean, we know we need tons of sticks. So let's break down as many branches as we can. Maria, would you like to do this? The hatchet. The hatchet would be helpful there. We could make the hatchet, but we don't have the sticks to do it. So just break down the sticks for me, please, Maria, if you could. Can't believe you can't use the knife for that, but you know. 24 sticks. That's a lot of sticks. Okay, so each one makes 6 sticks. Let's make the bow. I don't know who I want to make the bow. Zofia, can you make me a bow, please? 1 bow, thank you. Now, Zofia, with your last turn, can you gather the brushwood for me using the sack? Or needles? That's not really worth it, is it? I'm gonna try to check the snares. Can you go... Do we have snares set up? Is it just like a... Snares exist? Can you go check that for me? Yes, 1 grouse, was it? 1 wood grouse, yes, a wood grouse. It should be a solid portion of meat and some useful feathers. Okay. Well, this is... I'm kind of running out of ideas here. Got a weird selection of things where you have all your points left. Additionally, reduce the character's freezing level if they gathered. Yeah, maybe that's useful. Or if they gather, I mean if they gather their strength. Caretaker point to help unconscious people. Maybe we do that. Maybe we build that. So, simple cover. If we can, if we have the wood for that. We could use our sticks. We could use 14 needles. Okay, yeah, maybe. Let's try. Let's use 14 needles. Let's use 3 rocks. Or 15 bones. Or 5 bones. No, this is good. And then use 1 canvas. Use 1 pelt. Let's use 1 pelt. And we will use the hammer, please. And we'll use our building boys. And I think you somehow kept your point. Let's have you gather strength, Dymitrij. That should lower your... It says, right? Lower the character's freezing level. Actions of gathering strength and care additionally lower the freezing level. Yeah, so let's gather your strength. Rest and regain strength. Freezing level minus. Fatigue minus. Use up a point. That's fine. Okay, that's good. I mean, you're still going to be a little cold, unfortunately, the next day. I could give you the vodka. That's right. I can give you the vodka. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let's... We do need to skin that chicken. The grouse. Let's have you do that. Actually, let's not have you do that. Hold on. I tell you what, yeah, let's have you do that. Gives us 2 feathers, 2 meats. Okay, so we can make another stew tomorrow with that. We have this rotten food, so we may want to make a... It says can be used as bait, so we may want to make a fishing rod. And let's, for the last 2 points, can we have you guys increase the relationship of 2 characters and increase their morale? Can we have you guys do that? You guys can talk a little bit about what's going on in the world. Never used this option before. Let's see what happens. They just gain some morale and lose some... Oh, and camp morale goes up. That's good. And now with these 2 cold people, let's have them rest. Or not cold people, fatigued people. You guys can rest, and fortunately I can't just have you rest in here, which is... You would think that this is like one more place that people could just rest for 0 points, but I guess not. Yeah. Oh, I need to give you the vodka to cool, or to warm you up, not cool you down, Dymitrij. Here you go, have a vodka, dude. Alcohol resistant. This character has a lower chance of getting drunk. Well, that's fine, but you're not... Your cold isn't gone down. Let's keep giving it to you. Let's see, what's your frost level? 39%? Now you're drunk, but you're still cold. It's down to 31%. Oh, and that's good enough that overnight you'll get warmer. Okay, good, good. End the day. And then once the night's over, I think we'll end the episode. Night. We have to say it clearly, we're stuck. What you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, exactly. What do you mean? It's been several days and we haven't figured out how to get out of the taiga. On the tracks, it's far away everywhere. The river is non-navigable. We haven't even found a better place to sleep because we're only here somewhat hidden and we have a chance to hear the oncoming train. If it arrived at all, I'm slowly starting to lose hope for that too. We have to accept the fact that we need to expand the camp. We must provide better thatched roofs and wind protection. It's not the time for a makeshift. We don't know if we'll be here for a week or a month. Do you think we'll survive that long with these thugs around? We're still alive, and that gives us some hope. We are able to face any threat as long as we cooperate and prepare properly instead of passively giving up to fate and waiting for who knows what help. Camp morale went up, which is kind of weird. So I guess we've lost out on those options of like check the river or do this because you said the river is non-navigable. Let's tell a drunk tale. Listen, alcohol has improved my mood a bit, so I'll share a story with you, so to speak, on the subject, and it's straight from our train. But nothing about the disaster, I insist. Nothing. Well, a crippled man was with us, a veteran, well-dressed, his left leg was wooden. Or was it the right one? Anyways, imagine that from time to time, when he thought that nobody could see him, he was taking his leg off and pouring brandy from it. He drank, corked it, and put the stump on again, so we've heard this from the last drunk guy in the previous episodes. This is an absurd. I'm telling you the truth. After all, we have a prohibition. It's difficult to buy good alcohol legally, and this old comrade found a way to turn weakness into his favor and hid brandy where no one will look. But that's not all. Morale went up. Well, at one point, this man drank a little too much and confused stations. A bit after Omsk, he suddenly jumped up, having put on a prosthesis before, of course, and limped out of the car. We left with his luggage. So he left the train, but he left his luggage on the train. I'm clicking. Come on, I'm clicking. Well, I hope that the train staff found out about it and somehow sorted it out. I say it's not the end of the story. Well, exactly the next station, and it was Novonikolaevsk. The same man got on the train as if nothing had happened. He said that he had confused the stations and would still travel a bit. Impossible, the same man got back on our train at the next station? It's hard to confuse someone with so characteristic with someone else. In that case, I know the solution to that riddle. He wasn't drunk then, but you were. Haha, you messed up what stations were what. End of day summary. Okay, so we could only do one talking that turn, apparently. I guess because you had your whole speech about we're stuck here. Yay, morale is doing pretty good. Alright, day 11. Day 11, and let's just check the map here. Yeah, they're kind of... This guy's kind of close, this guy's kind of close. Still freezing, so Maria's gonna get cold. But I think this is where we end the episode, so thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again next time.